you're able to get into TPN. If you don't pass basic individual training, one or two things can happen. Either you can get try again, or if it's anything as far as disorder, or you did something that was out of rash, or you just really pouting and crying all the time, you can easily get referred to be dismissed easily. In other words, you'll fail and not make it. All right. Basic individual training is to basically show you what TPN is about, the basic rules and instructions, um, to get you to adapt, to develop a sense of professionalism, to give you a sense of discipline and how to conduct yourself as far as using discipline, and to teach you about respect, even honor, even integrity for that point, or for that matter. Those are a few things in basic individual training. Another thing about basic individual training, it consists of you getting um, took it on a it, or if it's not a bus, it's a helicopter, depending on what they want to use. And they give you a tour, rather if it's a group, but usually it goes like a van. And as they showing you these different places, they kind of quiz you as they go along. And as they quiz you as they go along, is to see if you know it and to get you familiar with it. The best recommendation is that you get a pen, pad, or um, somehow whatever you use to take notes and take notes. Because one day they will help you. Matter of fact, you can even use your notes to answer the question. But it's all about you paying attention as well. So what will happen is after they do this, they'll take you back to the office and they'll quiz you through that first. And then the next part you go through is combat movement. That's where we was at, like Staff City and all these different other places. That's what that's for. Like you have to go at each point. If you go and make it through that, that's two out of three as far as the parts of basic individual training. The last part is base and air jumping. In other words, base jumping, you'll go on a tower that's in LSIA, jump off of that. On one of these big towers, jump off of that, and you have to land exactly whatever the point that the jump master tells you to. Once you do that, air jump is the same way, but it's much more harder because you're way up there. You'll jump out of helicopters, and you will jump out of planes. Basic individual training will even take you to the point, as far as combat. That's, I'm sorry, I skipped the part. You will learn how to punch, swing. We fight on the defensive, not on the offensive. So you'll learn how to do that. You'll learn how to take cover and what would leave you exposed, what would not leave you exposed. The do's and the don'ts. Like what I was telling you, you can't start a heist in the middle of in a TPN operation. If you do, you automatically flag and then eventually kicked out. We don't run from fights. We don't back down from fights. You're gonna have to get used to sticking into fights even in the middle of just where it's just stupid. Only time is if the whole lobby going you, that's a code black. That means if you're a small squad, you will go into hiding and call for special forces. Remember, special forces is supposed to be the best of the best. Not just the best of the best, but something to reckon with. Um, let me see. There are several departments: political, special force staff. I think I said task training, and then I think I said support. That's the one. And classifies within special forces. It's a department within the Department of Special Forces. I forgot those things that they have where they open up and then you'll see another one of them up inside of it, and then you open one of them and there's another smaller one inside of it. That's kind of like how they are. I hate when your camera move around. By the way, oh, irritating. Minecraft sleep. Never mind that. Don't
Nope.
answer that. Just say don't answer.
I'm back.
Yeah, it got quiet for a second. I started to feel like I was talking to my own self. Okay, I'm still going. Just trying to make sure I get everything. You need to know what department does. Each department has its own purpose. Special forces is basically the people who are called upon. Again, I say they're the best of the best. As far as when it comes to combatants, they do things randomly. It's not routinely. It's more random. Different times with different groups, are different targets. In other words, and usually they always deal with a high target or a hot lot. That's the only time you ever see them. Then there's tacticals used more likely for security, and not just for security. They also enforce. It's a routine on making sure lobbies stay in order and everything goes, smooth. And tactical does do squads, but like I said, it's a routinely thing. Their own squad, but as if the situation is not called. That's when you only see them popping up. That one I never told you, but that's a new one that you need to know. See, see. Here we go. Tactical five places like they have that security. So they always secure. I think I said that. I think I'm double talking. Never mind. Yeah, it's political. Political can promote a lot, alliances, peace talks, peace treaties. Even I forget about them. Then dealing with peace talks, with other crews and people that we might come across. They can also cause us to merge with another. Say, if like TWL, for example, currently was looking to merge with us, so they will actually promote that. If a term sound, they will bring it up. If not if authorized, they'll bring it up to higher, and it's up to higher command to authorize it or not. Now, that's political. They can also act as liaisons and attorneys for others due to certain situations. Now on to the next. Staff is totally but is behind. Basically, staff supports higher directly. but staff sometimes not behind the scenes because I'm a combative coordinator. They act purely as advisors. That's another thing you have to remember. Or either if it's not at the and as if work with the advisors or they work with higher command directly. And I've just looked at this. Another thing about staff is they might not deal with higher command, but they still deal with some type of command. I stand corrected on that one. So it works those different. Training is strictly on training. Recruiters training. They recruit. Excuse me. Ugh. They recruit people to train, and the trainers train the recruits and let us know if they qualify in or not. And transporters deal with transporting the recruits from one location to the other. All right. Now, support. Support are like TPN's mouthpiece. They promote us. They advertise us. They root for us. In other words, cheer. They support what we do. A lot of people now that you see in our community are supporters. They root for what we do. So, with that being said, TPN also, I'm sorry, not TPN, but support also do things in media, our websites, which is also media. Um, they make sure everything's running smoothly in the back. They coordinate our events, like when we have fun, and even when it comes to combat, but they don't coordinate that. I'm sorry. All right, stupid. But anyway, you get my point. I think I read surprisingly. Did I miss one, Mars?
I think so.
That's odd. I usually don't talk that fast.
Yeah. So we good for the video?
Uh-uh. You still got a lot to go. All right. There are three types of lobbies: green, yellow, red. Green means there's barely anything going on, or little or nothing. Yellow means moderate, half and half. And you might have one Santos that's red, and all the rest of it is just nothing's really going on. Red lobbies means the whole lobby is completely full of chaos. Everywhere you turn, almost in every corner, somebody lobby is glitchy as ever. Am I the only one? I think I'm about to lag out.
Yeah, I'm noticing that. I
Yeah, somebody came on here. They real glitchy.
I hate when people have bad internet and they just come on the session and ruin it.
Yeah, so basically, that's the three lobbies, three types of lobbies. For a green lobby, there's 1 to 5 people that's supposed to be up in there as far as within TPN. 1 to 5 TPN members minimum. 5 to 10 members in a yellow lobby minimum. 10 and up. 10 and how many other amount of members can be up in there minimum. So a lit number that can fit up in that lobby if it's a red lobby. Remember I said code black is when it comes up in here, and if the whole lobby decides to attack the squad, they can go into hiding. Um, Once they go into hiding, pretty much they'll call on a special forces unit, join in on the fight. That is code black. It's kind of funny if you could think about the color. That would help you also. Special forces is black, so it's called code black. All right.
Morse Mutual.
Four
We're here
different
to help.
locations that we work in are the
I can do
these
that.
are the sites we work within, or they get labeled as headquarters, point, vehicle checkpoint, outpost, uh, post. Then I think I'm missing one on hideout, and well, rally point is also another one. So that checkpoint that point is rally point. So rally point, waiting post. I forgot. Vehicle checkpoint, headquarters, and outposts are locations. Are the five type of locations that we work out of. Rally points. Usually when a patrol unit comes in, they meet always at a rally point. They checkpoint, drop their vehicles off because you're not gonna be using your vehicle throughout the whole operation. Usually, depending on who you are. So you're parking in a location. Of course, remember you gotta have tactical security for everything. Otherwise, any operation. So once that said, what happens is you go from the vehicle checkpoint to the rally point. That's where your insurgents, everybody get their insurgents, start getting insurgents. They head out first of all, get the insurgents, and have it waiting there. Now it's funny because in advanced training you're gonna learn it a different way. If one of you was patrol, your job description would be a little different as far as how do that supposed to work. I'm sorry, tongue twister. Once that's being taught, then you'll figure it out. But since nobody's patrolled, you wouldn't have to worry about that. Yeah, it's definitely glitchy, Mars. That other building, the windows just went blurry
I know I'm watching Minecraft and she's like, it's like it's the game's
on that slow
lagging.
motion.
Yeah, kind of stuttering.
My game's fun.
A couple times
Yeah,
removed.
I think we need a different lobby to be honest, cause it's getting stupid.
Yeah.
Do you want me to start up an invite only?
Yeah, just going to invite only. That'd be better off.
Okay.
This is stupid. Stupid until these Dunkin' Nuts came up in here. Alright, so I'll teach you until she send the what's name. Alright, basically, check this out. Another thing is that you only allowed to use the weapons that hire are you only allowed to use the weapons that you are authorized to use. So in other words, if you have an office, the one thing you are going to be ordered to do is use the weapons you are authorized to use. Now, how will you do that exactly? You will put other weapons in your gun locker, lock them, and they never show up in your loadout. So if you get caught using them, then yeah, you'll get kicked out. You can get flat and even eventually kicked out if deemed worthy enough. So pretty much that's pretty much that one. I know you looking outside, right?
Nah, I just checking the friends list.
No, she went to go start an invite only lobby.
Yeah.
Look, I put like this. I think Minecraft. When I ask her to do something, she just do it. I mean, mainly, and that's how you would have to be. If I tell you to go make a lobby, I'm not gonna expect her to worry about you. She's gonna carry her own and do what she gotta do. And that's what she's doing. She's doing what I told her. Same when I tell you to do something, she don't worry about what you're doing. She already know what you're doing. And that's how you gonna have to act. You have to be.
Alright.
If you two to survive TPN, when I tell her to do what she gotta do, don't worry about her. That's for me to worry about.
Are
Vice
we
versa.
done with the video?
No, I mean when I told them, I have to worry about them.
Yeah. I heard I was doing that, but yeah.
Yeah, no, you was, but this is where you kind of there's designated times.
Alright.
You know, if
Oh,
I asked you to, then I get it. But at this point, I didn't ask you here. I mean, and plus, you not command, so I don't need to TPN things. It's not the fact that I'm asking you to watch TPN. I'm asking you to watch over her more so as a friend,
alright.
and
Are
that's
we
when I'm
done with the
away. But when
video?
I'm here, no, we not even nowhere near done with the video.
Alright.
Meet me at Eclipse Towers, my other apartment.
Alright then.
Need to change anyway. Oh no. Alright, you don't have to wear uniforms. You can wear casual clothes. All this.
Alright then.
Actually, stop. Yeah, stop the video for right now.
Alright then.